Hello, you're watching Afternoon Live. I'm Simon McCoy. Today at 4, President Trump cancels his visit to London to open the new US Embassy, saying he doesn't like the building's location and his predecessor got peanuts for the old one. Meanwhile, the President has denied using crude and offensive language to describe some African countries as well as Haiti and El Salvador, but a US Democratic senator insists the President did say it.
In the course of his comment, said things which were hate-filled, vile, and racist.
Major disruption on the rails, road and trams as a huge blaze closes Nottingham railway station and it won't reopen today. Onto the livers of 2 transplant patients has been given a 12-month community order and fined £10,000. Take your time, the new advice to some young women with breast cancer deciding if radical surgery is right for them. And coming up on Afternoon Live, got all the sport with Lizzie Greenwood-Hughes. It's the transfer gossip.
It is, and in particular the transfer of Arsenal's Alexis Sanchez that's leading the news this afternoon. We've learned that Manchester City are not prepared to pay the asking price of over £35 million and they could let Sanchez go to a rival club.
Thank you, Lizzie. Talk to you later. And Helen Willits has the weather. There's a change coming.
There is indeed. So if you're fed up with the fog, it's much colder next week. We'll see some sunshine at least, but we start to worry about ice and snow. And in the meantime, we'll probably have quite a cloudy, largely dry weekend ahead. I'll have more later.
Helen, talk to you then. Thank you very much. Also coming up.
You can't look down to read a speech. You have to take the speech up. Because if you did, your neck would break. Let it fall off.
One's advice on wearing a crown. The Queen speaks to historian Alistair Bruce about memories of her coronation in a new BBC documentary, and we're going to hear from Alistair a little later on.
Good evening, everybody, and I'm so happy to see all of you. Well, this is a conversational English class. We only talk. This is not about the teacher talking. This is about conversation with you. So that is why I need your Skype names, and I will connect with you through Skype. So please use the chat window over there and write down your Skype names. I'm waiting for you. Hello, everybody. Good evening. It's so good to see you here. Please provide your Skype name. Are you sure that this is the only Skype name in Skype? Alice and Slava. Okay. I will try so you can see it. I have like millions of Alice. How about Slava? Yeah, I have millions of Slava. I have no idea which one to use. So that means that it is not possible to talk with you. Sorry, guys. And again, this is the conversational, well, if you do not have Skype, this is a conversational class, so you will not probably talk. Next time. So I sent the request to Angel Ronaldo. I'm waiting for you right now, okay? Slava Zaikin. Okay. Trying to find. Yeah, you see, Slava Zaikin. I have many people like that, so probably I will not find you. Sorry. So I sent the request to Angel Ronaldo, and I am waiting for you to appear, to show up online. Hello, this is the conversational English class. The sound is here, If you don't have the sound, you have to restart your browser. I have another computer with a monitor, and I monitor my my screen, so I can see on another computer that everything is fine with my screen, and there is sound. The Englishman, there is sound. The sound is okay. All right, Stephanie. I will, definitely, of course. So, yeah, excuse me. Yeah, I'm calling to Stephanie. Hello, Stephanie.
Hello.
Yeah, and Angel. But let me see. Angel Ronaldo. Okay. I will try and add you to the group call. Hello, Angel. Hello. Yeah, I'm calling you and I cannot connect with you. Stephanie is present. How are you doing, Stephanie?
I'm talking with you.
Are you doing good? Are you doing fine? Excellent.
I'm excellent.
Yeah, and you are supposed to ask the same about me.
And what about you?
And I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you. So, Angel, hello.
Hello. Hello, I'm here.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
And you're
What about you?
yes, absolutely. So thank you. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So, well, I know Stephanie, and I don't know you, Angel. Is it the first time you hear?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Okay, just that is why I ask you, and Stephanie will do the same later. I ask you to tell a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What grade do you go to? Or whatever you want to say, please.
I'm from Kursk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 16. I study in 10th grade.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your English is excellent.
So,
How come that your English is so excellent? Where did you learn your English?
oh, I'm just listening music too much, and so.
Well, I see that there are some other people who know too much of English.
It's my younger brother.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Don't pay attention.
That's okay. That's not a big deal. Absolutely. So please go ahead.
He's gone. He's gone.
I understand. So you were saying that you are from the city of, it's so hard to pronounce in English, in the city of Kursk, because, you know that there was the very famous submarine which sank with the name of Kursk, and it was a very big news all around the world, and everybody wanted to pronounce this word, and it was so hard. Okay, good. So you said you're 16 and you go to the 10th grade. Well, when I said that your English is excellent, that means that you didn't study, you didn't learn your English by the books.
Yes, I do, but not too much. I don't like to read books. I like listening to music and something like it.
Do you have some real conversations with American people or British people?
Yes, I have, but I talk with Canadians, with Americans, but not too much.
How do you make it? Like through Skype or in which way?
Through application. It's called Hola.
Okay. Is it free of charge or you have to pay?
What? I didn't get you. Sorry. What did you say?
This application, which you said, is this application free of charge, or you have to...
No. It's free. It's free.
Mm-hmm. So you don't have to pay.
Yes, you don't.
Okay. And you know, it's kind of a very unusual.
I will send you a screenshot.
Well, I will find it. That's not a big deal. I just want to understand why would people talk with you without any payment? Why? Do you teach them Russian?
No, I speak in English.
Okay, good. So, ladies, sorry, I just want to connect Alicia. Okay, excuse me.
Okay, no problem.
Alicia, yeah, just hold on.
No problem.
And while I'm connecting, Stephanie, is it possible to tell a little bit about yourself, just for Angel to know a little bit about you?
Yes, okay. I'm Stephanie, and I'm 17 years old. I'm from Bryansk, and I study in 11th form.
Mm-hmm. All right, good, excellent. So the next question to you both ladies is, what about news? Can you share a little bit about the news? Yeah, I will, at that time I will add Alicia to the group call. Okay, so please share your news.
News?
Mm-hmm. What's new happened to you during the last week, or yeah?
What about me? I have no news.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is the same.
Yeah, I understand, but you see, usually when we talk, please next time get prepared, because it sounds a little bit rude when a person asks you what's the news and you just say nothing. So please, it sounds a little bit curt. I've changed my nickname. Slava wants to join us. Okay, we will try and join him. And we have a newcomer here. Just hold on. So I'm adding you. I send you the request, and we have Alicia. Hello, Alicia.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing excellent, thank you. And the question is, where are you from?
I'm from Sweden.
Wow, that's great. What grade do you go to?
I'm in the 11th grade.
Okay. What book do you study at school?
Oh, it's a difficult question.
Why? Well, I think that we have Starlight, Spotlight, Rainbow, Happy English. What's the name?
Yes, Happy English.
Okay, good, excellent. All right, and Angel, how about your book? Which book do you study at school?
Spotlight.
Spotlight, and Spotlight 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. And Stephanie, just remind us, what is your book?
My book is Macmillan B1 Plus.
Laser?
Laser.
Okay, Laser B1 Plus. Okay, excellent. So, Slava, I sent you the friend request to join us on Skype, and you just do not answer, but that's okay. So, ladies, and again, I just want to remind everybody present that today and every Friday, when I'm not working on a business trip, we have the conversational practice, just getting prepared you for any type of exam. You know that there are lots of exams, and today we'll probably talk a little bit about reading for the FCE, the first certificate in English, and this exam will definitely help you with your preparation for the Russian national exam, which is called ЕГЭ. I'm here, all right. I will just add Slava to group. And it's so good that we're going to have a gentleman right now, okay? I'm calling Slava.
Hello.
Hello, Slava. Good to see you here. Where are you from?
I'm from Omsk, Siberian city.
Good, excellent. And what grade do you go to at school or whatever?
I am in 11th grade.
Are you planning to take the Russian national exam?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, good. So, what book do you study at school?
Enjoy English.
Okay.
It's quite an old book.
Yeah, I know the book. Yeah, Enjoy English, I know. All right, so as I said, yeah, first of all, let's share the news, as I said, and then we'll move to the topic of our today's discussion. So, Angel, maybe it's possible for you to remember something new which happened during the last week?
Last week?
Yeah.
In last week, I was watching the movie. For example.
Yeah, and what movie?
I don't remember its name.
All right. Stephanie, how about you?
As you know, on Tuesday we started to study again, and now it's too difficult for me to start it.
Okay, but not everywhere. For example, in the region where I'm now, this is the south of Russia, they will start only January 15th, and I have no idea why. Do not ask me. I don't know. All right, and then, excuse me, Alicia, please, what about your news?
Oh, it's difficult to study now for me too. Because my motivation fell down, and I have to continue my preparing for national state exams. So I try to do it.
Okay, good, excellent. And Slava, how about you?
Excuse me, there was a terrible echo, so I couldn't hear the question well.
Okay, what's new happened to you during the last week?
Okay, the last week was the holidays week, so I tried to change my regime. Last time I usually went to bed too late, so now I try to wake up earlier and go to bed early. So that's the news.
Yeah, I understand. So, if you ask me, well, lots of stuff happened to me, and those who attended the previous Friday, they know that somebody hit and run, I mean, my car, and I have to repair, to do lots and lots of repair, and the police department knows nothing about how to find the driver who hit my car. So I have lots of issues to fix right now. But if lately, well, again, it's not good news, I would say, but still I have some problems with one of my ears. I got some water inside my ear, and so right now I have kind of an infection, and that is why I have to attend the doctor almost every day, and the doctor put some medicine inside my aching ear, so that's the big deal for me right now. Otherwise, it's okay, I'm doing good. So that's talking about the news, and please I encourage you every class when you come to our meeting here, I encourage you to get prepared a little bit with your latest news, because this is kind of a regular conversation. You know, we start every conversation always with greetings, just with saying how are you, and you say I'm fine, I'm great, I'm excellent, I'm awesome, I'm fantastic, whatever you want to say. And then you have to say same asking other people, and then we share the latest news. But that's okay. So the topic of today's conversation, as I said, is FCE, and I'm sorry that I will not find the color picture, but still we will try and talk about that. So if you look at these two pictures, what would you say? So Stephanie.
I think it's a little bit strange pictures.
Good. Yeah, well, anything else? And Angel?
I don't see any picture.
You don't see the picture?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you have to restart your browser. Alicia? Hello? Can you hear me, Alicia? All right, and Slava?
Yes,
Yeah, so what can you say about the pictures?
In the first picture, it's a strange, and we don't understand what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Second picture is man, and if he moves, he always.
Well, the connection is not very excellent, so I cannot hear everything what you're saying, but that's okay. Slava, what do you think about the pictures?
Okay, I can say that these pictures are just extremely strange.
Well, why?
I think that the photographer is just crazy.
Well, actually not. Yeah, that's so. I just can't. I don't know what to say, because there is nothing at all unusual about these pictures. Because the first picture is the picture of the performer, of the entertainer. And the act of this entertainer is that he's kind of a magician, you can say so. Well, the professional word for this person is regurgitator. That means that he swallows lots of objects and then he brings them back. You see the point?
Okay.
And we will talk later about the objects which are in the photograph also. Well, but about the second picture, I thought that you knew about that. It's one of the so-called traditional skills. Okay. Does any one of you have your own dacha, as we call it? Do you have a dacha?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
So the question is, do you have the water supply in your dacha?
Unfortunately, I don't.
Yeah, and well, when you don't have the water supply in your dacha, then you will need to ask some people who can find water underground. This is not that easy, and so these are the people who have these traditional skills how to find water underground. They are holding metallic or wire rods in their hands, and these wires, they turn in the direction of the underground water. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm very much surprised that you haven't heard of that. So you see, the pictures are not crazy. Believe me, they're just not. All right. So going back to the first picture, this person, his name is Steve. So what are the objects which he swallows? Just looking at the picture, what can you see?
There is bones in his mouth.
A what?
Bones.
And what is that?
This.
Okay, you can use dictionaries.
Circle stuff. One moment.
Yeah, you can use dictionary.
Ball and ball.
A what? A ball for a snooker, for not bowling, snooker or pool. You understand the word pool ball? For the pool. Or in Russian we call it billiard. Right? In America and in Great Britain we call it snooker or pool. So, pool balls, right. What else? Just
you can see glass.
Yeah, a glass with some liquid. A glass with some liquid. Absolutely. What else?
I can distinguish it well.
Yeah, I understand, but still, I understand.
Maybe there are cigarettes.
Yes, absolutely, a pack of cigarettes, absolutely. A pack of cigarettes. So that means, okay, we'll talk about that later. All right, what else? Rubik's Cube. Rubik Cube. Yes, absolutely. Rubik Cube. Right, what else?
A cup.
A cup, or, you know, a cup is usually smaller. A bigger one is called a mug. M-U-G. A mug. It's just for you to know some new vocabulary. Good. Excellent. What else?
If I'm not mistaken, there's a lamp.
We call it a bulb. A lamp is the whole piece. A bulb, a light bulb. Absolutely correct. Light bulb. B-U-L-B. A light bulb. Right. Okay. I understand that you will not be able to see because I don't have the colored picture. Sorry about that again. But I know that they are some coins. You understand the word coins, right?
Yeah.
And also the padlock. Well, padlock is a lock which you hang. You can hang a padlock on the door. You can hang a padlock, well, on a drawer in the chest of drawers. It's just a padlock. Okay? All right, good. So, in the second picture, as I said, these people, they show the traditional skills, which is finding the underground water. And as you can see, why it is called traditional skills, that maybe you understand that in nowadays they have a very modern ways to find the underground water. So what are the modern ways to find underground water? What do you think?
I don't know, but maybe there is some special technologies now and machines or robots
right.
Which will help to do it.
Yes, absolutely correct. Good. Anybody else? Okay, good. So, you know that, like you already said, it might be some modern device, electronic device. I think that you know the word device, right? Mm-hmm. And also you can use the special geological maps, okay? But we were talking about the traditional skills. So it's you can understand that probably this is not a very effective, not a very efficient way to find the underground water. But traditional skills, what are the traditional skills? You know, it's not about finding underground water, but just other traditional skills. Do you know some? Okay, I can help you. Like, for example, some people can tell you the weather just from the signs of nature. This is kind of a traditional skills. Can you think of any other traditional skills?
Yeah, you said.
Yes, please.
For example, we can find out where is the north.
Yes, right, absolutely.
By finding the moss.
Yes, absolutely correct. Good. So this is called navigating. Navigating with the help of the stars. Navigating with the help of, like you said, the sides of the north, the south, the west, the east. Good. How about medicine? Do you know some ways which are not very scientific, let's say? Ways of treating people? Okay, for example, have you ever heard about the acupuncture? Acupuncture, which is the doctor will take the needles and stick the needles inside your body in a very specific places. Have you ever heard of that? Needles.
What is needles?
What is a needle? Wow. Yeah. You see, yeah, I understand. Okay.
I guess it. Yeah.
Yeah. So somebody else wants to, join us, Saida. Okay, just hold on. I'm trying to join some more people. Okay. Yeah, we have two Saidas, and Saida, is it from Rostov or from Makhachkala? I have no idea. Just please write me, because I have the same name here. Okay, and then I will join you. All right. So you said that needles. Yeah. Do you understand the word needle?
Yeah. Oh, I guess.
Okay, I will just type it in Skype just for you to know. Okay, that's the new vocabulary for you to know. All right. I'm from Rostov. Okay, I will join you then. If you are from Rostov, then I will join you. Okay, Saida, I sent you the request, and when you show up online, I will join you. Okay, good. So, as I said, acupuncture, then, you know, some doctors can treat you with the help of herbs. Do you understand the word herb? The British, they pronounce it like herbs, and the Americans, they pronounce it like herb. Okay, I will type it. Herbs. Do you know the word herbs?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So how do you say it in Russian? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Good. So now you know that they are very different types of treating people in non-traditional skills. And the last thing is making fire. You can make fire in very different ways. Okay, good. So now we'll read and discuss. So you are going to read about Stevie Star. Look at the title of the article. Does this help you to guess what his stage act consists of? If you have already made a guess, are you still confident that you are correct? So, what do you think he does in his performance? Okay? Just talk. What do you think this performer, this entertainer, does during his performance, during his stage act?
As far as I got it, he tried to swallow different things that people usually do not eat. Yeah?
Yes, absolutely correct.
And
and then to bring them back, and then bring them back. Okay, very good. So right now we will read the text, and we will read in turns. You will read, and I'm very happy that I will be able to show you the way you read, because you know that reading is part of the Russian national exam also. So you will read, and then we will discuss whether you were correct or not about his swallowing and bringing back all the objects. And another question is, how many objects did he swallow according to the text? How many objects did he swallow according to the text? Okay, so if you're ready, let's start. And Angel, please start reading.
I don't see it clear.
What do you mean? Because again, as I said, I have another computer. I have two computers working. And on one computer I represent the picture, and on another computer I monitor through the internet. It's just like you can see that's the name of the student, Vladimir. So that's Vladimir is me also. I'm monitoring, and I can see it pretty good.
Okay,
So,
I will try.
yes, please.
I need to read this.
Yes, please.
Okay. A hard act to swallow. Stevie grew up in a children's home in Scotland.
Yeah, right.
In Scotland, every week, the
staff.
No, I can't see.
All right, just listen a little bit to your reading, okay?
Yeah, right.
In Scotland, every week.
Hold on.
I don't see it clear.
What do you mean?
I need to read this.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Hard act to swallow. Steve grew up in a children's home in Scotland.
Yeah, right.
In Scotland, every week, the staff.
All right, good. So, Angel, if you remember that you will get a grade, or the British say a mark. So the meaning is that you will be assessed, evaluated for your reading. So we pronounce a hard act to swallow. When we have a double L after A, we usually pronounce it like O, with the exception of the word shall. Shall we pronounce like A, but like, you know, the word ball, and so swallow, okay? Yeah, if I make it bigger, maybe it will be easier. Can you read it now? No?
Yeah, now it's easier to distinguish.
Okay, good. Please, if you please, go ahead.
Every week.
Yes, please. Hello, Angel.
Yes, I need to read?
Yes.
Okay. Every week, the staff took a proportion on the children's pocket money to pay for holidays. Little Stevie developed a darling strategy to hang on to what little money he had. He laughed about it now. I used to swallow all my coins. That got them really furious, so that put me in a room on my own as a punishment. After a few minutes in there, I'd hit myself on the chest and called the money back up.
Okay, thank you so much. It's beautiful reading, and you can listen to yourself.
I used to swallow all my coins. That got them really furious, so that put me in a room on my own as a punishment.
Okay, good. Punishment, right. And now the next, Stephanie, will you please?
Yes, of course. Since then, Steve has turned into Steve Star, a professional
regurgitator.
Who does up to 4 shows a day and can demand fees of €500 to €2,000 a show. Everything Steve swallows comes back dry except for the goldfish. They swim about in his stomach in the water that he swallows for them first. After 10 minutes, they resume their normal lives in a goldfish bowl. People are always accusing me of cruelty, says Steve, but the fish never die.
Okay, thank you so much, and you just listen to what you read.
To €2,000 a show. Everything Steve swallows comes back dry except for the goldfish. They swim about in his stomach in the water that he swallows for them first. After 10 minutes, they resume their normal lives in a goldfish bowl. People are always accusing me of cruelty, says Steve, but the fish never die.
Okay, good, excellent. And then, Alicia, is it possible for you to read?
Yes, it's possible.
Please.
Many of the left side have the words that David. The side and south of him swallowing and doing the concept state is even normally people think. Closest of the teacher smoke in his stomach, he then swallows some cotton gas and mixes the two. Next, he swallows some washing up liquids in order to keep bubble, putting some the smoke and gas inside the bubble, cuts the bubble off, gets someone to set light to it, and bam.
Okay, thank you. Just listen.
Smoke in his stomach, he then swallows some cotton gas and mixes the two. Next, he swallows some washing up liquids in order to keep bubble, putting some the smoke and gas inside the bubble, cuts the bubble off, gets someone to set light to it, and bam.
All right, excellent. And Slava, will you?
Okay. She enjoys watching audience reactions. I tend to start by swallowing a light bulb. There might be 1,000 people watching, but once I'm done that you can hear a pin drop. He loves performing off stage as well. I often go into a pub, order a couple drinks, and then cough up the money to pay for them.
Go ahead. Go ahead, please. Keep keep on reading.
Watching his routine is an uncomfortable experience. I can feel my stomach around while I talk to you, says Steve. He swallows some sugar, followed by a glass of water, then eats the sugar back dry.
Okay, thank you. Just listen.
Yeah,
that's okay. That's okay. Hold on. Just listen to what you read.
Order a couple drinks and then cough out the money to pay for them. Go ahead. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. Keep on watching his routine is an uncomfortable experience. I can feel my stomach around while I talk to you, says Steve. He swallows some sugar, followed by a glass of water, then eats the sugar back dry. Okay, thank you.
All right, good. So then probably I will read a little bit, and then you will finish. So he swallows a locked padlock, followed by the key, opens it in his stomach, and returns the padlock. Okay, Angel, will you please? Hello?
Hey, I'm here.
We're watching, we're just waiting for you.
Yes, I'm here. I have to read again. Yes, I'm here.
I'm waiting for you.
I have to read this echo prevent little bit.
So in order not to have the in order not to have the repetition of sound, you know that you have to use the earphones.
Yes, I'm using it.
Then you will not have the repetition of the sound. So please. All right, Stephanie, will you please read?
Okay. He changed the pattern of a Rubik's Cube inside his stomach and
Yeah, that's very good word for you to learn how to read. Regurgitates.
Regurgitates piles of money selectively. When members of the audience who have checked the dates of coins beforehand ask for a 1978 10p or 1988 20p, he extracts it from the pile of coins in his stomach and builds it up.
Okay, good. Alicia?
Physically, fish doesn't exist any different from the rest of the human race. To use their stomach to each food. And by muscle control, he says, I imagine a little pair of hands in there doing everything controlled by my brain. I'm sure I could teach anyone to do what I do.
Okay, excellent, good. So, going back from the very beginning of the text, if you may remember, there was the question, how many of the objects in photograph on page 9 are mentioned in the articles? So, my question to you is, what objects did he swallow?
A fish?
Yes, what kind of a fish?
A goldfish.
A goldfish, yeah, right. And what happens next?
Then she brings the fish up, and the fish is alive.
Yeah, the fish is alive, and what is more interesting, that first, if you remember from the text, he swallows the water, and that means that fish is alive in his stomach. Okay, other objects.
The Rubik cube.
And what does he do with the Rubik cube?
Something to cope with pattern.
Yes, and what does that mean? Well, actually, when we think of Rubik cube, it's usually scrambled. The meaning is that it has the confused pattern, and you have to unscramble it to get the good way of the combination of its size. Of its sides. So what he does is he changes the pattern of the Rubik cube in his stomach. Very good, excellent. Next, so you mentioned let's say 2 items, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 items. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 items mentioned in the text. You remembered only 3. What other items?
Coins.
Coins, yeah. And what does he do with the coins?
He coughs them up.
Yeah, he coughs them back. That's all right. But the problem is not with that. The problem is that he swallows the pile of coins. The pile, that means that they are, let's say, some maybe 10 coins which he swallows, and they are sitting one above another like a pile, and then the audience asks him to bring back the very specific coin, like if you remember here in the text it says, please bring back 1978 10 pence or 1988 20 pence. And so he extracts them from the pile of coins and brings them up. Okay, so then other objects.
Sugar.
Sugar? Maybe. You're right. What else? Okay, a very interesting thing happens here when he says about bang. What happens there when it bangs? Okay, it's an explosion. So another thing is about the padlock. What happens with the padlock?
He
opens
it back opened.
No, he opens it in his stomach. Yeah. So you understand that what he does is Absolutely fantastic. So the question is, do you believe that he can do that?
Everything is possible.
I agree. So what is your explanation? How would he do that?
Maybe he managed to use his muscles.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So what he explains, not in this article, when I was preparing for the class, and you can go Google and you can check what I'm saying, Stevie Star. People when they swallow, it's very uncomfortable for most of the people, and that is why they just don't want to swallow anything. And what he says is that if you relax the muscles beginning with your throat and then going down to your esophagus and then to your stomach, if you can relax all of the muscles, then you will not be comfortable with swallowing. So that is how he trained himself from childhood. Okay, good. Let's move on, and the next question to you is here. It's just like, would you go and see Stevie's act? Why and why not? Would you go?
Yeah, I would.
And
I would go.
Yeah, and why?
Just because I've never seen something like that.
Okay, ladies, how about you?
Yes, for me it's not so interesting, and I wouldn't go to see Steven's act.
And why is that not interesting?
I don't interested in this sphere of for entertainment.
Okay, what kind of entertainment do you like?
I like ballet, I like music, I like movies, but I don't like something which connect with circle.
All right, good. So I'm trying to connect Saida also. And was it Stephanie or who said that last time?
It was Stephanie.
Okay. Stephanie, next time I will try and find the text, and you will also say that these texts will be unusual about ballet or about music, and with the same type of information, and I will see whether you will be interested or not. Okay, anybody else? Angel or who also? Alicia, what would you say? Will you go and see the act or not?
I don't want to go this
and
see this because I don't find this important or necessary.
Okay, good. And then Angel.
And then I wouldn't like to go.
And why is that?
Yes.
Why? Okay, and Alicia, how about?
I don't want to go and see this.
Okay, yeah, that's up to you, ladies. Sorry, but it's just the first unit of the regular textbook. I just picked up the absolutely regular textbook, the first unit, the first lesson of the first unit, and you don't like it. Sorry about that. Next time I will choose another unit. Okay, now the comprehension. Here are two, and this is kind of what you have in the tests. You have general questions and you have questions about the details. So first of all, you will have two questions about the general meaning of the text and then about the details. So you can read it for yourself. Which is the best summary of Stevie's life to date? He has done what everyone expected him to do. He is making a living out of something he was taught at school. He has disappointed the people he grew up with. He has succeeded despite early disadvantages. So what is the answer? Can you see the question?
No.
And why is that? I can see the picture on my monitor. I can see it fine.
Could you make it a little bit bigger?
Yeah, sure, of course. Why didn't you say it in the first place? Okay.
Maybe it's B.
He is making a living out of something he was taught at school. Have you read about that in the article? That he learned about these skills at school.
No, it's probably G.
And why is that?
Yes, because he really succeeded.
Right.
I think he does.
Yeah, because if you remember from the beginning of the text, it says here, yeah, that's the correct answer. So, you know, that every week the staff took a proportion of children's pocket money from him, and he's got punishment for that. And after a few minutes, he would hit himself on the chest and cough the money back up. Okay, the time is up, and I'm very happy that you joined us during this conversation. And if you want, if you would like, you can write what you think about the class on my page, which is called Углубленный английский. And there is the part for reviews, для отзывов. And every week we have a different conversation. The previous conversation was about the listening comprehension. The previous one was about the grammar. So every time we have very different conversations. So you are very welcome to join us next Friday. Any questions, any comments, any observations?
I want to say that I'm so happy and grateful that I can prepare for my exam with you, and I hope I will come to next slide.
Yes, please. Anybody else?
I can say thank you for this lesson. It was really useful, and it was unusual for me. I have never lessons like this.
Good, good. So you are very welcome.
But thank you anyway.
Yeah,
it was nice. Good.
Yeah, that's been my pleasure. Okay. Anybody else?
It was well noticed that it was quite unusual, but it was very interesting because I didn't know about SIF, and so thank you for the information.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, and believe me that the textbook is pretty old. Let's say this information is from 1996. This is because if I take the modern books, probably it will be even harder for you because we have in the West and here we have very different information. But that's okay. Okay, if no other questions, so thank you so much, and hopefully I will see you next Friday. So that's it for today, and bye for now.
Bye.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye bye.